Arizona. It's time for your traffic and weather together with Storm Tracker 4 meteorologist Daniel McFarland. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. And yeah, this morning still starting off a little bit chilly, Robbie. So if you like those cooler conditions, now's your time.
Well, it's good to know if you're going to prepare today, bring some layers with you because you are going to want to shed them as the time goes by.
Oh, for sure, especially if you're up earlier today. But let's just say you're not leaving your house until 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I think you'll be just fine at that point in time because temperatures are expected to rise very quickly out there over the next few hours. So we're very close to our low, which is going to be right around 50 degrees. But this is going to be a live look outside through the Storm Tracker 4 Skycam network. And obviously, it's still dark outside. We're getting closer to sunrise. You also have the airport sitting at 51 degrees. It's pretty comparable to what we had yesterday to start off their day. Now, when it comes to the afternoon, as I mentioned, we're taking a step forward here. So the reason why we don't have any kind of significant change in the morning with our low temperature has a lot to do with the fact that the biggest change for us is the dry air. So whenever air is drier, you tend to see cooling faster, but at the same time, it warms up a lot faster, and that's going to help a lot of us around the city of Tucson be right around 80 degrees for that high temperature later on today. Headed down the road a little bit towards Nogales, 74 for you there. You have Wilcox, Benson, you also have Tombstone there, low 70s. So if you're going to be in the northern half of Cochise County, it's going to be just perfect to be outside. And the biggest change for you is that the clouds that you were dealing with yesterday really aren't going to be too much of a factor later on either. Morning lows for tomorrow aren't going to be too different. I'm still expecting around 50 throughout most of the area. And let's just say you're waking up closer towards Nogales and you have 44 currently. It's going to be 44 tomorrow morning with the way things are shaping up. The reason why we have this change is because of high pressure that's still building over southern Arizona. This is going to allow temperatures to stay warm into the weekend. Now remember, eventually we're going to have changes, and we've already talked a little bit about the smaller rain chance headed our direction. I do think this is going to be kicking off on Sunday, but you're going to be seeing impacts before we get to those rain chances starting off at that time, and wind is going to be the first one here. Gusts of 35 miles per hour are going to be possible. A handful of thunderstorms are also going to be something we're tracking, but I'm mostly looking at those up towards the north of the city of Tucson. So as of right now, at least for us, it's going to be a relatively minor system moving through. Total between those 3 days, we could have a quarter of an inch of rain at most, unless you see a thunderstorm that might bring up your total just a little bit out there. Now again, over the next 10 days or so, it's really going to be a roller coaster with the temperatures here. Low 80s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And as you get into the weekend, you are going to see a huge change when it comes to the temperatures because of that front moving through. It'll keep us in the 60s for a few days before right back into the 80s getting into the following weekend. Well, let's go ahead and look at traffic real quick before you head on outside today. And things are still looking great for just about everyone.